Aprovecha los DeWalt Deals en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una herramienta DeWalt Selecta de 20 voltios max al comprar un kit de batería de 5 amperios hora y 20 voltios max selecto. Además, lleva gratis una batería adicional DeWalt de 20 voltios y 8 amperios hora al comprar una sierra ingletadora compuesta DeWalt de doble bisel de 10 pulgadas y 20 voltios max. Nuestra mejor selección está aquí en Lowe's. Válido hasta 6/24 hasta agotar existencia. Selección varía por lugar.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Halloween podcast. I am your host, Lyle Perez.
And I'm your co-host, Megan Cunningham.
Yes.
Good morning, Lyle.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. How about you?
Perfect. And I'm excited today because it is our Halloween weekly update for June 8th through the 14th, 2026. Today is Monday, June 15th, 2026, and we are 138 days away from Halloween. Are you excited, Megan?
Woohoo! 1 week for spooky season.
Yes.
Sign me up.
We are almost there. So we got a few Halloween updates that have happened this past week, starting with Spirit Halloween is officially preparing for the 2026 Halloween season. This past week, the company announced plans to hire more than 52,000 seasonal employees across the United States and Canada as it is preparing to open more than 1,500 store locations later this year. And man, 52,000 employees. Have you ever tried getting a job at Spirit Halloween?
I have never.
I have.
No, because to be honest, I never wanted to be working during spooky season.
No?
Like, when I was in college, I worked, obviously, during spooky season. I went to college in Salem. So that's like a whole other work experience.
Yeah.
During October. But yeah, no, I never wanted to be away from the fun. Like, I wanted to be the person going to Spirit Halloween instead of the person going, no, I can't go to that haunted corn maze because I have to go to work at Spirit Halloween and look at other people having Halloween fun.
Yeah, but you're surrounded by all that Halloween stuff.
The other problem with that, and probably a bigger reason, is if I worked in a place like that, I would spend all my money in a place like that because I'm sure they get employee discounts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd just be going, but it's a bargain. I desperately need this 1,000th pumpkin.
Yeah, I guess that's the same thing with my wife. She works at the Dollar Tree and she just spends all of her paycheck there.
See?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
It's tough.
If you work a place that you appreciate, it's just a trap.
Yeah. Well, according to the company, this marks one of the largest seasonal hiring efforts to date and serves as one of the clearest signs yet that Halloween retail season is beginning. We're almost there because, we've been to a couple stores.
I'm so excited.
And stuff's already showing up, and it's June. It's June.
We have a couple storefronts near us that regularly turn into Spirit Halloweens. You know, the deceased storefronts that they occupy.
Yeah.
And they've started having a little bit of life around them. So I'm just like, oh, they're moving in. There's no sign up yet or anything, but you can just see signs of life. I'm like, yes.
Well, while most consumers won't see Spirit stores appearing for another several weeks behind the scenes, the company is already building teams, securing locations, and preparing inventory. For Halloween fans, the announcement is often viewed as the unofficial start of the Halloween season. We're almost there. All right, story 2.
Can't wait.
Halfway to Halloween celebrations continue gaining popularity across the country. Haunted attractions, horror-themed events, and Halloween fans have increasingly embraced the 6-month mark between Halloween seasons, turning what was once a niche celebration into a growing annual tradition. And that I definitely can see. It, for some reason this year, and I think it might actually be because you've been hitting the social so hard at this past couple months, I think it is, that it is. It seems like Halloween is approaching fast, and it's hitting hard.
Oh
It
yeah,
really is.
people are up for it. It's great.
Yeah.
I have to say I'm a big fan, although the merch is lacking this year. So I feel like companies released a bunch of Summerween merch last year,
Mm-hmm.
and people probably did not buy it. Like a lot of people in the mainstream society were going, "What is this? This
Right.
is weird. I don't want that." But this year it's caught on because the suggestion was made,
Mm-hmm.
and now there's no merch to be bought unless you
Oh.
basically shop on Amazon.
Yeah.
Or a few other select online stores. You can't go into Walmart this year, sadly, and get yourself a Jacko-melon or a Jacko-pineapple or anything. But they had awesome ones last year. They're up on eBay now for like 1,000 times the price that they were when they were in the store.
Yeah, them scalpers will really get you. They will.
It's a mistake. I was like, wow, these aren't going anywhere. I bought, a couple things, but I should have bought like all of them when they were on sale. Right?
Yeah. Well, this past week, several attractions hosted special summer events, drawing crowds eager to experience haunted houses and Halloween-themed entertainment months before October arrives. The growing popularity of Summerween and Halfway to Halloween events reflect a large trend within the Halloween community, where many fans now celebrate the season year-round rather than limiting festivals to fall and the month of October, which, something I've been doing since 2017. I really have.
Right? And I feel like I've been doing that since my childhood. And it just never stopped as I grew older. I sort of maybe tamped it down a little bit, didn't wear the Halloween shirts to work, but until it was Halloween season.
And speaking about all of our socials, did you know we're only like a couple of followers away from 1,000 on Facebook?
We're three followers away from 1,000 on Facebook.
Let me check.
So come on, guys.
Let me see.
To be our final three.
We're at 998. So if you're listening and you want to be our 1,000th follower, go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Halloween Podcast, and get to it, because you never know. You might be our 1,000, and our 1,000 follower is going to get probably nothing, but you'll get our gratitude for being
you'll get our gratitude, our undying gratitude.
Yes, for being the 1,000th follower on Facebook. So go to it, facebook.com/The Halloween Podcast, and help us out.
And if you haven't already, head over to our Instagram and be sure to like our posts and follow us there.
Yes, everything should be The Halloween Podcast, except for Patreon.
Yes.
That's the only thing that's different. So, story number 3, Disney continues moving full speed ahead towards Halloween. This week, additional details were released regarding the return of Oogie Boogie Bash at Disney California Adventure. That is, have you ever been to California Adventure?
I have never, no. So I've been to Disney World in Florida, but I've never been to Disneyland in California. I've been to California, but never to Disneyland.
Yeah, I went a few times, and I went to California Adventure, but we didn't really spend much time at that park. We just kind of like went back to Disneyland, because I think they're right next to each other. I don't think they're that far.
Right, okay.
You literally just, from the entrance, instead of going right to go into Disneyland, just go left, and that's where California Adventures is.
Okay.
But I could be wrong. The annual After Hours event has become one of Disney's most popular Halloween offerings, featuring exclusive entertainment, character encounters, trick-or-treat trails, and specialty food items. Disney also confirmed ticket sale dates and event schedules, giving fans an opportunity to begin planning their fall visits. The announcement comes months before Halloween, highlighting how major theme parks are increasingly launching their Halloween campaigns earlier each year, it seems, as demand for seasonal events continue to grow. It is, it's getting, I don't know. Halloween is just getting way too crazy. Kind of reminds me of, Halloween was always big. And when I first started the podcast in 2017, I knew Halloween was kind of like a big season. So that's kind of why I was like, yeah, let's start a Halloween podcast. And then here we are almost 10 years later. But I have noticed that the past 2 years, it's really gone way overboard. I don't know if it's because we started really pushing the Halloween podcast more, but it just feels like Halloween is getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year, and it's
Here's
kind of
my
crazy.
here's my take as a historian and someone who watches sort of like patterns in history. I think that it is a post-COVID phenomenon, and I think it goes beyond the U.S. So Halloween's always been, well, not always, but in recent history has been a very big holiday in America. So like it's the second commercial holiday to Christmas in America. So Americans spend more money on Christmas than Halloween than anything else for holidays. But in Europe, including in parts of Europe that have always celebrated Halloween or some version of it, it's really wasn't that big a deal. Like in the UK and in Ireland, where a lot of the traditions that we now associate with Halloween come from.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal. They celebrated it, but they celebrated it very differently and very low key, and it wasn't considered all that important. And certain things that we would associate as sort of inextricable from Halloween, like trick or treat and things, were not necessarily associated with it there.
Yeah.
However, I have noticed, so since moving out of the UK, like when I lived there, I used to search for Halloween stuff and I never found anything. I remember maybe just a year or two before I left, I discovered Asda, which is their version of Walmart. It's the same company. And they had like an aisle of Halloween sweets and things. And I broke down in the aisle. I actually cried for joy and homesickness.
Yeah.
Because it took me over an hour to get there by bus. And I just couldn't. It was by accident that I saw that they had Halloween things.
Yeah.
And I had been doing these really elaborate Halloween parties for my friends and things when I was there, but I was actually having my parents and ordering stuff from the US and having it shipped in for these parties. So it was so nice and neat to finally have locally produced stuff. I noticed a little bit more stuff the year before I left. And since I left, it's gone crazy. And same thing in Ireland. Halloween, is a holiday there that they celebrate, but it wouldn't be as big a holiday as it is here, or as sort of elaborate a holiday as it is here in the US.
Yeah.
But again, in recent years, post-COVID, it has taken off. So you're seeing in both the UK and Ireland, communities starting to do American-style parades, American-style trick-or-treat, all those different things. And, it's tied in, or it's attempting to be tied in with like cultural roots and stuff, which is sometimes of dubious historical merit, depending on how it's done. So sometimes it's a little over-egged for the tourists or whatever to make a bit of money. But like you're seeing it and it's awesome. So for people who are Halloween enthusiasts over there, it's just fantastic. Like my husband and I have a business there in County Donegal, and every year that we had it, we did a Halloween event, and we were initially the only place in our area that was doing something like that.
Nice.
But then the local community also decided to then start doing things on the back of that, so it was good. It was good. I remember being the only house in the town. I would actually have to send invitations to all the houses in our village to tell them, send your kids to trick or treat. This is like, and I actually gave out trick or treat bags the first year that I did it, like reusable trick or treat bags with the words trick or treat in Irish Gaelic, because we live in a Gaeltacht, on the backs, so that the kids could use them, because people weren't kind of sure, what do we do? You turn up, you get candy? Is that how this works? Because it was something they'd heard of, obviously, on television, but nobody had ever done it like that over there. Area. So yeah, I think it's a post-COVID thing. I think people were looking for stuff to be joyful about during lockdowns and whatnot. So people really hit the holidays hard. And they also hit the internet hard. So I think people learned about a lot of these things on social media, and of course, consumer demand grew. And stores have responded, and the holidays have spiraled from all that into what they are now. And it's growing. It's growing. It doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Yeah, I'm kind of noticing the same thing with like sports cards. Sports cards really started to get a huge traction like right after COVID. Now there's like $1 million cards out there. Same with like the Pokemon stuff. I deal with a lot of sports cards and a lot of Pokemon stuff here at the store. Well, I don't. I mean, I do the sports stuff, but I have a guy that does all of the Pokemon. And man, when I go to a convention and I'm selling like sports cards there, like
Mhm.
90% of everybody that comes in is always just looking for Pokemon, and they drop a lot of money. Like, it's not like they
Oh, I
just
bet.
drop $5-10 on a card. No, we had $400-500 cards, and people were just shelling out the cash, and I'm sitting there going, "Holy
Oh
smokes,
my goodness.
that is that's crazy." But
$500 on a piece of paper.
it's
Although I suppose they have his sort of historical merit too, if you're a collector of those sorts of things.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, right now, I do like sports cards for some reason. Well, actually, I like trading
Mhm.
cards in general. I have, I mean, I don't know if I can show. Well, I probably don't have it here. I have it over there somewhere. But I have like different vintage packs of like Home Improvement. I have stuff of the
Cool.
the Dinosaurs TV show. I have like a sealed
Yes.
box. Back there, I have McDonald's packs that like McDonald's gave out, or they sold in like '96 or something like that. I have some from Pizza Hut, from the Pizza Head show. I have some of those. I have a lot of trading cards, and for some reason,
Okay.
I like it. I don't know why. I really don't know why. It's the dumbest
Well,
thing in the
obviously,
world.
a lot of people do. Well, like, obviously, a lot of people do, or it wouldn't be such a sought after item.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, I thought about doing like trading cards, but like of Halloween stuff, like
Oh, that'd be
Pumpkin.
so cool.
a pumpkin, and it's like a trading card, like a limited edition trading card of a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I thought about that, and I also thought about doing a board game, a Halloween board game.
Oh, that'd be. Well, we'll chat more about that later. I have an idea for an episode that I think people are going to really enjoy.
Ooh, that
I think
sounds
you're
good.
really going to enjoy.
That
But I'm
sounds
not
great.
giving it away now.
All right, well, we got one more story. That's an actual story for this past week. It was new updates released for the upcoming Halloween video game. Have you ever heard of this? The Halloween
No.
video game? You haven't seen
I
videos?
don't really video game. So
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
I haven't video gamed since I stopped playing Duck Hunt.
30
with
years
Mario
ago?
Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Megan. You got to get back on the wagon. So,
Well, I have 2 little boys, so I feel like that's in my future.
yes, it will be. Especially this one, once you hear about it. Fans of the Halloween franchise received new information this week regarding the upcoming release of Halloween the game. Developers shared additional updates about the project, and anticipation continues to build ahead of its planned release. The game represents one of the most significant video game adaptations of the Halloween franchise in years, and is expected to place players directly into the world of Michael Myers. While many details remain under wraps, horror game fans are closely watching development as the release date approaches. The project is another example of how classic horror franchises continue finding new audiences through the modern gaming experiences. And wow.
Ooh,
like,
so are you going to be the killer? Or are you going to
You-
be going to be Mike Myers, or are you going to be running from Mike Myers?
it's like a RPG almost. So you basically
Oh.
you can play as Mike Myers, and you can play with people online, and then everyone else is like running from you or trying to stay alive. But if you're Michael Myers, you have like special abilities, like you can pop up in different places, or you can like lunge. It's pretty crazy. I have seen some videos, and if you guys haven't seen any of those videos, check them out. There's videos of gameplay out there, it's really cool. I don't think I'll ever play it. I really don't. My schedule does not allow me to play many video
Yeah.
games. I have
I appreciate that.
too many businesses. I have too
Is it
many
going to
things.
make Chiller look tame, or
Oh my gosh, Chiller was in a world of its own.
you did a whole episode on that?
Yes, Chiller
But
is
is it now like tame compared to what this is going to be?
What-
Sort of modern video game standards?
like the thing with Chiller was made to be like for torture. You were torturing people
Yes.
in Chiller. I don't think you're really torturing people in
Yeah, Mike
this video
Myers
game.
never really tortured
No,
anyone. It
he
was always
just-
pretty quick and brutal.
Yeah, killed and there you go. But with Chiller, there was no rhyme or reason why you were torturing these people, other than just you were just sick and twisted. That's why that game was so
Slightly unscrewed.
yeah. So I don't think
Not
there
in a
will
good
ever
way.
be I don't think there'll ever be anything like Chiller ever again. Well, who knows? I mean, I really don't know because people watch Saw, and Saw is basically just people getting tortured. So
yeah,
who knows?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of torture.
There's a lot of those sort of gratuitously violent, like torture. I call them torture porn films. I don't really. That's not my type of horror.
No.
I go for sort of psychological, supernatural.
Yeah, same here.
That kind of stuff is more my wheelhouse. Like, not that I'm against slasher films. I love Halloween. And there are actually like a handful of slasher films that I do enjoy, but just not that kind. That's a bit too much for me.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be too graphic.
I'm not yucking people's yum. If people like it, that's their thing.
Oh yeah,
cool. There's room for all the different horror fans here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a bit of a wuss that way.
Yep.
Saying that, in a real life scenario, I feel like the spirits involved in The Exorcist or something would probably trump Mike Myers or Leatherface or whatever any day.
Yeah.
I would be more afraid of that because they come into your home rather than, and you can't run away from them.
No.
I suppose that's why I enjoy it. You're watching these slashers and you're just going, why are they going upstairs? Like, why are they in the closet? Get in the car, drive away. But yeah.
You can never have too many tools. Shop DeWalt deals at Lowe's. Get a free Select DeWalt 20-volt max power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery kit. Plus, get a free additional DeWalt 20-volt max 8-amp-hour battery when you buy a DeWalt 10-inch 20-volt max dual-bevel compounded miter saw. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
All right. You got anything for us, Megan?
Oh, do I have stuff for us? So Code Orange, folks.
Ooh,
I'm so
Code
excited
Orange.
about this. Yes. So I have a few different levels of Code Orange here. So I'm going to start with the most exciting. There have been whispers, nothing official confirmed yet, but there have been credible whispers about the 2026 McDonald's Boo Buckets.
Ooh,
okay.
Boo Buckets.
Yeah. So for anyone who is a collector, I don't reliably collect them every year, but if there are ones that I kind of like, I will try to get them, which is so much easier now that I have 2 little kids. But yeah, so Boo Buckets. I definitely had them back in the 80s and 90s. I think they're one of the most beloved Halloween merchandise fast food pieces. But this year they're expanding them, which I love in some ways because there are so many different options, but I also hate in some ways because it makes it really hard to get a complete set because they don't all release them uniformly. It's not like they go, we're going to release the purple one this week and the green one this week and the orange one this week. They just do it at random.
Mm-hmm.
So different McDonald's will have different ones. So usually I call ahead and I have to call around to try and find all the different ones. But this year,
oh man,
they're giving us a purple vampire. I don't believe we've ever had a vampire in the history of Boo Buckets. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I know we had like a monster and a witch.
Yeah, which purple, I think I have them right up there.
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever had a vampire. So we have a purple vampire. We have this is going to be a huge one, I think. A green witch, and the rim of the bucket has her hat is like the brim of her hat.
Oh wow.
Is the rim of the bucket.
Yeah.
There's no lid still, which is kind of weird, but the brim of her hat's there. We have a skeletal pumpkin face. So you get the little pumpkin face Boo Buckets, which were originally called ghouls anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think everybody universally interpreted them as pumpkins. This year it has a skeletal face on the front of it, and it looks like it might glow in the dark. Just based on the colors that it's painted with. I can't confirm that, but it looks like it might. It's that kind of luminous looking paint around the black. So possibly. And like I love that because I carve at least one pumpkin every year that has that sort of Jack Skellington face on it. This is cool too. A werewolf. So they're giving us a werewolf this year. Yeah. It's an indigo blue colored bucket with the actual wolf howling up at the moon. It's really, really cool. Very different from other years in terms of it's not so much the face of the werewolf as just an image of a werewolf howling at the moon.
Yeah.
And then the last one I feel like is the weakest contender, but someone's gonna love it. It's a red cat, kind of a mischievous, snaggly-toothed looking cat. And what it actually reminds me of is if you remember any of the older cartoons, like the old black and white cartoons where you would see cats depicted as devils.
Yeah.
There's a really famous Disney one where Pluto is chasing Mickey's cat around and he falls asleep and ends up in a court with like the judge, the jury, everyone are all cats.
Yeah.
Judging him for why he's so mean to Mickey's cat. But they all turn out to be these demon cats. Anyway, it reminds me of that because it's that kind of cartoon face of a cat and it's red.
Oh.
But yeah, so they're giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this year.
Wow.
So good luck finding those folks. Definitely call ahead if you're trying to collect, because I said there's no rhyme or reason to when or how they release them. And then some chains last year were actually doing more than one at a time. So I would call and they'd be like, yeah, we got the white one and the orange one today.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to be like, do I really need 2 meals? I don't know. Because a lot of places will not sell them without actually purchasing a meal. Some stores will. They'll be like, sure, give me $3, which I suspect probably goes in the pocket of whoever sold it to you. But the official company line is you're not to sell them without a meal inside them. So
yes, but is this real or is it just speculation right now?
Speculation.
Okay.
There's been no official confirmation, just credible speculation.
Okay, that's always better.
People who claim to work for the chain are like, spoiler alert, releasing these. I can't verify whether they do or don't work for the chain. But that's what we've got so far. So hopefully it's true. If it's not, we will certainly be back to you with an update.
Yes.
Either way.
We'll definitely let you know, guys. We're on it. Yeah. We are living, breathing Halloween every day until
in real time.
The end of time. I was going to say until Halloween, but I was like, wait a minute, no, because then we just start right back over again. So until the end of time, we will be living, breathing Halloween for you guys. So make sure you make the Halloween podcast your number one go-to place for all things Halloween.
So for some people, the official start of spooky season or the unofficial start of spooky season is when Spirit Halloween comes out with their line. Mm-hmm. For the rest of us, it's Cracker Barrel.
Oh, boy.
So Cracker Barrel have released some of their Halloween line online already, and people are reporting all over the country that it's actually starting to pop up in stores. And I don't know if you've seen some of the videos that are coming out online, but the stuff that they're offering this year is amazing.
Oh, wow.
And I like it because it seems to be more budget friendly. So Cracker Barrel can be kind of pricey for their decorations and Halloween things and Christmas stuff. But just generally, it can be kind of pricey. But the price point seems to be a little more reasonable this year. The big standout product for me that I think everyone's going to want, I know I want one, is a floor lamp. So a full-size floor lamp. And it has a giant Black Widow spider crouching on the top. And within the purple globe that's underneath her, it almost looks like an egg orb. And inside there are, I can't tell if it's mini spiders or kind of bugs running around the inside in little shadow form. So I think it looks like a Black Widow spider protecting her egg orb. And there's like little spiderlings in there ready to hatch out. Mm-hmm. It looks so cool. And it's priced at about $150. Oof. People are reporting.
Man.
Which is for a lamp, like for a thing as tall as me.
Yeah.
Which is not hard to do. I'm not that tall, but still, for a thing that's person-sized, I feel like that's a good price point.
Yeah.
And they also have a bunch of their other items that have been very viral and popular in past years, like the Witch Wraith and Ghost Wraiths and things like that in smaller ornament form this year. Mm-hmm. At a much cheaper price point. So running between like $9 and about $14 something. So say $9 to $15. So if you're someone who does a Halloween tree, or just wants to hang things on cabinets, or you could probably even stand some of them on shelves. They look like they would sit on a shelf too if you didn't want to hang them. that's probably a more affordable option. So I'm very excited about that. And I have not yet got to my local Cracker Barrel, but I might have to call ahead and make the trip and see if I can get some videos for you guys if they do have things out.
Yeah.
And see, do they have the lamp?
Yeah, we have a few Crackle Barrels out here, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of the food, so I don't really go there often. But yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. No, I funny story. I worked at a Cracker Barrel for a very brief period when I was a teenager. So I've always had a little bit of a love for Cracker Barrel, and I'm a chicken and dumplings kind of girl. But yeah, so Cracker Barrel is very exciting this year. I'm happy about that. The next one I have, I'm really, really excited about because it's already available online. It's a store here in the Northeast. I don't know if it's in the rest of the country. It's called Kohl's. But Kohl's, Kohls, has dropped their Halloween items this year, and they're so good. So if you're a fan of Disney, and I mean sort of classic Disney, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Pluto, all that stuff, you're going to love their line this year. And if you're a fan of the Peanuts Halloween, so the Great Pumpkin, you're going to love it. Oh my gosh. If you're a fan of the Great Pumpkin, don't walk, run to the Kohl's website or to your nearest Kohl's store, because I understand some of them are already getting their stock in. You will love it. They have a really, really cool tabletop LED kind of lit up Snoopy with the Great Pumpkin. They have a little shelf sitter that shows Linus and Sally in the pumpkin patch with Pluto kind of rising from the pumpkin patch. It just looks so cool. Everything this year looks great. They have, all the linens, so stuff for your bedding. They have bath products, like your bath towels, soap dispensers, and just absolutely everything you could want. They have plates, cups, glasses, all, again, Halloween, Peanuts, Great Pumpkin themed, or Disney Halloween themed. They also have some pretty cool Summerween items that could be used. So they have little stemless wine glasses with pumpkin faces on them that are part of their Halloween collection, but could totally be used right now if you're having a Summerween party. But yeah, so like I said, don't walk, run to Kohl's if you want Great Pumpkin merchandise. It's really, really good this year. Do you have Kohl's down in Tennessee? Or is that just a Northeast thing?
Well, I know there's some in Tennessee, but I live in such a small town where the only things we have here that are considered big is Walmart and Lowe's. I don't really think we have anything else. I mean, obviously we have like McDonald's and stuff like that, but as far as like places to go where to actually you can get Halloween stuff, Walmart, Lowe's are the only two places. We have Tractor Supply, but
and the dollar store.
And yeah,
and you have an inside
Dollar Tree.
Inside man.
Yeah, she tells me the second like they get new shipments in and there's boxes of Halloween stuff. She's like, "Hey, look," and then she'll send me pictures, and then that's when I'll tell you guys is when it hit my Dollar Tree. But I saw somebody that posted on one of the Facebook groups that we're in. Somebody posted pictures of the boxes that the Dollar Tree gets for the Halloween stuff. So it's already showing up at some location.
They're on my list.
Yes.
So I think Kohl's is kind of a Northeast thing. I could be wrong, but the reason I say that is because I've only ever lived in the Northeast of America. I've never seen them in other parts of America when I've traveled. And Family Guy have an episode where Lois is on the phone. She's like, "Kohl's, you gotta go to Kohl's. They're having a sale at Kohl's." So they're obviously trying to peg it as kind of a middle-aged mom Northeast thing, because of course they're based in Rhode Island.
I did have Kohl's in California, and there is Kohl's here. It's just not in my town. I mean, the Kohl's, the closest one is probably the one in Florence, Alabama, is where the closest one is. Of course, there's one in Columbia. We go out there every so often when we got to go to Nashville, so we'll hit up the Kohl's. We'll hit up Target out there. If I want to get anything big, I got to go to Florence or Jackson, Tennessee.
Well, don't stress, folks, because they ship. Yeah. And when I went to my local Kohl's yesterday, I spoke to the manager from the home goods section, and she said they had a truck out back as we spoke.
Oh, boy.
And so those things that were saying they were in stock at the store that were nowhere to be found were on the truck. So basically to check back in a week. So Kohl's should be dropping their Halloween stuff in stores very soon.
Nice.
Pottery Barn, a lot of people are reporting. I've seen things on people's feeds of what they have. I do not have a Pottery Barn near me. I do shop online with them sometimes, but they're so pricey. So what I would suggest to people is they have some cool stuff that's on sale at the minute, which is worth getting. Again, particularly if you're going the Summerween route, they have some cocktail sets and some sort of food-related items like that, pitchers and cocktail glasses and things that are all on sale. So if you have Pottery Barn near you, head on over. If you don't, again, they're online. They ship.
Yeah.
Another store, kind of less known, Boxed Lunch.
Never heard of it.
They do a lot of pop culture items and things. I bought a really cool Great Pumpkin cardigan from them the other year. One for me and one for my best friend Abby in England, because they don't get a lot of Great Pumpkin merchandise over there.
Yeah.
They have gone full Nightmare Before Christmas this year. So they have your Oogie Boogie stuff. They have the granny cardigans with Jack Skellington and Sally on it that are actually like the full Halloween Christmas mashup.
Yeah.
So you could wear it right through to Christmas and it'd still be appropriate. So that's another nice little company that are just, they do have some physical locations, but I think there are only a few. So online, Box Lunch. At Home have dropped previews online of all of their upcoming stuff, which is really, really amazing looking. Some top ones for me, I think I said in an earlier episode that the spooky tree motif is something that I've appreciated since childhood. Can't explain why, it just is. But they have a really cool LED blow mold of a spooky tree that retails at $34.99 on their website. Coming soon. None of this is available yet. They also have a cool LED blow mold of a ghost holding a pumpkin. It looks so classic. So you're into that retro look.
Yeah.
This is definitely for you.
Nice.
And then so simple, but if you have a good sized tree in your yard, they sell a thing that will turn your tree into a spooky looking tree monster. So it has a little face that sort of affixes to the front of the tree and then two spooky arms that you affix to the sides of the tree. And it turns your tree into a monster for just $14.99. So
not
I
bad.
can appreciate
Not
that.
bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. So very pleased with that. Dollar Tree have released some of their items online. I don't tend to order online from them because you have to order in bulk.
Yeah.
It's like minimum purchase 12 and the packs that
you gotta
they
buy
come
the case.
in have 15 or basically you're buying the case. There have been reports of their vintage Halloween signs that were so popular last year coming back. I have not seen any actual evidence of that on their website.
Yeah.
I never saw them in the stores here last year, even when they were available. So I'm not sure where they were available. I definitely would have bought them if I had seen them.
Yeah.
But sadly, they were not available in my area.
Yeah.
So Chewy, for anyone with pets, Chewy have started putting their Halloween collection back up online. And they have some cool things for cats and dogs. They have really neat cat houses, like scratch houses and stuff that are meant to look like haunted mansions and like little ghosts. But they also have a neat little like dog or cat treat dish. So it's like a cookie jar for dog or cat treats. That is a really cute little pumpkin with a cat dressed as it's either a butterfly or a fairy kind of coming up over the back. Looks really, really cute. So Chewy has some stuff up if you're a pet lover. Bed Bath & Beyond, who were a big chain and have since sort of folded and come back, but only online, have started to do sales of last year's Halloween stuff. So they don't seem to have their new stock in. But again, it's kind of pricey. So for anyone who's interested in that last year's stock, hop on their website now and you can shop it all at a reduced price.
Yeah.
And same thing with the Hallmark store. I always get the Hallmark catalog in the mail and I look at it and I go, oh, I love it because their stuff looks so cool.
Yeah.
And then I look at the price and I go, ooh, not today. But if you go on their website at the minute, if there was something in particular you liked from last year's Halloween collection, all of it's on sale right now on the Hallmark website. So if you just go onto the Hallmark store website, type in Halloween, it's all there. And it's reduced by as much as like $10, depending on what it was you were looking for.
Yeah.
So for someone like me who loves it, but just can't justify it,
right.
There you go. And then presumably once we get closer to the season, they'll come out with their new stuff. So we'll be updating you on that.
Yeah.
And some coming soons that I'm very excited about. World Market. So I don't know if you have one of those near you.
We
have
did.
quite a few of them here. But they're awesome for mugs. I have a big thing about Halloween mugs or holiday mugs in general. And World Market's mug collection this year looks amazing. Like, so amazing it could have been made by AI, except that it was officially released as a teaser by World Market. So I'm going to trust them. But yeah, the mugs look really, really, really good this year. And they have sort of a terracotta jack-o'-lantern that appears to light up, or at least has a hole in the bottom where you can light up. I can't tell just from the advertisement that they put out. But very excited about that. So they've put that out as a little teaser trailer themselves for their collection that's about to drop. So I'm going to start saving my pennies for some mug money.
Yes.
You may or may not see some of them coming soon if you happen to be a Patreon supporter.
Yeah.
But yes, as I find things this year, if I do buy anything, I'll be sure to show and tell.
Perfect.
But we're not there yet.
Perfect. We're almost there.
Anyway, that is my wrap up for Code Orange today.
Aprovecha los DeWalt Deals en Lowe's. Obtén gratis una herramienta DeWalt Selecta de 20 voltios max al comprar un kit de batería de 5 amperios hora y 20 voltios max selecto. Además, lleva gratis una batería adicional DeWalt de 20 voltios y 8 amperios hora al comprar una sierra ingletadora compuesta DeWalt de doble bisel de 10 pulgadas y 20 voltios max. Nuestra mejor selección está aquí en Lowe's. Válido hasta 6/24 hasta agotar existencia. Selección varía por lugar.
So, have you got anything else to add? Have you seen anything in the stores yet?
I got something for you. Did you know that Florence, Alabama, a place I go to quite often, they actually have a year-round Halloween store?
What?
Yep. It is called Halloween Wow. And it is open all year. And
oh, wow.
I don't know.
Halloween Wow, in fact.
If you, listeners, let me know if you know of any other Halloween stores that are open year-round in your area. Let me know. I'm very curious to see how many of these are out there. But Halloween Wow is year-round, and we went probably a few months ago to see kind of what they had. Stuff's a little bit pricey. It's basically just a Spirit Halloween store is basically what it is. You can buy costumes. You can buy anything. Any decoration. Skeleton parts, you name it. It's in there. It's a big store. It's not like it's tiny. And you can walk in there if you just need your little your little Halloween fix, and you're in the Florence, Alabama area. That is a northwestern Alabama area. And it's called Halloween Wow. It's on Cox Creek Road. And
that sounds amazing.
Parkway, excuse me. And yeah, it's a pretty cool store. When we were talking about Kohl's, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Florence. Oh, yeah, there's that Halloween store. Let me tell Megan.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do have one more that I forgot to mention.
Go ahead.
The Vermont Country Store.
Mm-hmm.
So there are locations all over Vermont, of course. They're nowhere else. But they do sell online, and they do ship all over the country. If you're into specifically vintage Halloween, like that sort of look of things, they have amazing stuff. Again, kind of like the Hallmark store, kind of pricey. But if you have the money, you're probably going to find stuff there that you're not going to find anywhere else, which is amazing. So the other day when we did the Halloween costumes episode, the creepy old costumes, we were admiring the papier-mâché lanterns. Yeah. The two little girls had that were kind of creepy pumpkins. They have them. Like, they actually sell them. They're $49.95. And it is a actual jack-o'-lantern, like papier-mâché Halloween bucket.
Nice.
I wouldn't probably go using it, especially not for the price point, but it makes a really cool decoration. And they also have another black cat, again, vintage look, papier-mâché bucket.
Nice.
They also have, do you remember bubble lights that were really popular around Christmas time on the trees? They were like a little globe and had the, so they have Halloween, you know that Mr. Ghost with the pumpkin, the ceramic thing that like every house had in the 80s and 90s. It's that, but with a bubble light. They also have a witch that's, again, vintage themed with a bubble light, and a little Dracula, again, vintage themed with a bubble light. All of these are going to run right around $45.
Nice.
So again, pricey, but really, really good quality and really cool if you're into vintage. So the Vermont Country Store, Google it. And like I said, they ship all over the country, even though they're only online. They also sell like retro sweets and stuff, but really cool ones. So they'll do like black cat licorice, black cat shaped licorice, that is, and little like Halloween pumpkin gummies and things in a the Great Pumpkin tin or whatever like that. That's the whole shtick, is that they're an old time country store. So everything they sell is old timey, but awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice,
all right,
nice.
there we go. That's
all
me
right.
done.
We got a few more things. We got a couple of Halloween headlines for our Around the Crypt section. This is kind of where we tell you the quick little stories that didn't really make the cut, but they should be mentioned. We got Camp Harbor Lake speculation continues. Spirit Halloween fans continue to speculate about the company's upcoming Camp Harbor Lake theme. While details remain limited, teaser images have sparked discussion throughout the Halloween community. Certainly has. Early Spirit locations begin appearing online, which is, I'm hoping that in Florence we had a Joann's, and it closed, obviously. So I'm hoping that it turns into a Spirit. I'm watching that building so hard that it's going to turn into a Spirit Halloween. Reports of future Spirit Halloween locations have started appearing online as fans track vacant storefronts, basically what I'm doing, and start preparations ahead of the 2026 season. So it's basically what I'm doing.
There's life outside some of them, folks, so it is happening quietly, but it's happening.
Yes, and I did that, which is kind of weird. Sinner's House.
They're talking about you.
Yes, Sinner's House remains a hot topic. Halloween Horror Nights fans continue discussing Universal's upcoming Sinner's Haunted House, which remains one of the most anticipated announcement of the year's event, which is pretty cool. I think that's going to be a really big thing for Universal Studios.
Very cool.
And I think that's it. That's all we got for this past week's
That's a
update.
wrap, folks.
That is. So hopefully you guys are getting more and more excited about Halloween and the season. Don't let anyone tell you differently. The season is already here. It is not like it's coming up soon. No, believe me, it is here and it's here to stay. So enjoy it.
Yes, like they say, Halloween is not a season, it is a lifestyle.
Yes, it is. And if you guys can see Megan, she's always decked out in Halloween stuff. I think she's got a Halloween shirt right now.
Yep, Halloween shirt, and I bore my little Boo Bucket earrings in honor of
I noticed that.
potential Boo Bucket code orange today. But
yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this update, then go ahead and leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from. Let other people know that this is the go-to place to get all of your Halloween fix, as far as like hearing about Halloween topics, hearing about Halloween news. We got you covered here on the Halloween podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or want to suggest anything for a future show, send us an email, info@thehalloweenpodcast.com. Check out all of our socials, facebook.com/thehalloweenpodcast, instagram.com/thehalloweenpodcast. And if you want to support the show, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/thehalloweenpod. The Halloween Pod is the Patreon. And check out all of the cool stuff we have up there. You can watch these videos that me and Megan shoot as we record these videos, and they're not edited, so you can hear us talking about random
all kinds
behind the scenes stuff. You can see how unprepared Lyle is most of the time, and Megan's always ready to go. And
don't know about that.
Yeah, well,
and
I think
speaking of not always ready to go, we forgot 2 things.
Oh no!
So we have a cool little thing happening on our social media at the minute. The brainchild of Lyle. So we have a new series of fictional ad campaigns.
Oh, yes.
And we want to hear, what brand or product would you like us to give the Halloween podcast ad treatment? So Lyle has started really strong. You started out strong. You set a high bar.
Oh, yeah.
John Deere tractors.
That John Deere tractor.
John Deere decided to do pumpkins. This is epic. And if this were a toy, my son would be begging me for it.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Absolutely begging me for it.
I don't know how that popped into my head. I don't remember. I was just farting around, and next thing
These
you
are
know,
the
I was
depths
like,
of Lyle's brain,
I was thinking of
folks.
tractors, and I was like, you know what? What if John Deere like made a Halloween tractor? Can you imagine like taking that to a pumpkin patch and
Oh my goodness.
doing hay rides and all of that stuff with that tractor? Like that would be the talk of the town. Like John Deere, if you need to make it, and just give me a little kickback, at least support the Halloween podcast through the Patreon, and we'll call it even. But yeah, that is an idea waiting to happen. So John Deere or anybody who does tractors, Husqvarna, go for it. Like Husqvarna's already orange. All they have to do is add a couple of faces to the front of the tractor, and there you go. But if you don't know what we're talking about, facebook.com/the Halloween podcast. It's going to be up on Instagram.
Or Instagram.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even a toy, folks. A toy would be great too. If you could make this in toy form, please do. And then we have a new blog post just released yesterday in time for National Bourbon Day.
Oh, yeah.
Spirits and Barrels, the Ghosts of Kentucky's Bourbon History. So you can also check that out on our website. It's our new blog post. So those are our two in-house updates.
Yes, and the website is thehalloweenpodcast.com. Check it out. I am going to start retooling it a little bit because if you guys were fans of the Halloween podcast for many, 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 many years, you know that I did this solo for probably a good 6 years or so, 7 years. I don't know, however many years it's been. And now Megan's here, so now I'm going to have to update a lot of stuff because Megan is my wonderful new co-host, who was probably not new anymore. It's been probably about a year now, close to a year, but still.
Almost.
And yeah, I'm very thankful that I actually have somebody now that I can do this type of stuff with, because you get kind of lonely after a while doing these shows by yourself. You really do.
You start questioning your own sanity. You're like,
Yes.
Is this just my taste? Or
like,
do other people like this too?
Is anybody even listening? I mean, I know I'm getting a download or two, but like nobody wants to talk to me. I don't get it. But yeah.
No, well, thank you so much for having me. It's been an awesome almost year.
Yes.
And sorry for all the extra work, but delighted to be here.
That's okay. I needed somebody to give me that extra push. I really did. Because if not, the Halloween podcast probably would have ended already. It probably would have been. If it wasn't for Megan rejuvenating the Halloween in me, I think it probably would have ended. It probably would have ended after Haunted America. It probably would have. Because
you were pretty burnt out.
Yeah,
it was a lot of work.
I think I mentioned it before, but the Dark Record only happened because of Megan. Like there is if Megan did not email me, probably I think it was 2 months before the Dark Record happened, something like that, and like really started to actually help. That's what I needed, somebody to help me with the podcast. And I
sent an email offering research assistance, and he was like, I don't really want that, but
but what I really need, because I've been trying to find a co-host for 3 years, and it amazes me how nobody really wanted to join. It was just weird. I was like, yeah, we can talk about Halloween stuff.
Talk about Halloween.
Yeah, year round,
at least once a week.
And it's already a successful show. It's not like we're starting from scratch. No, there's listeners. We have downloads. We're close to 1 million downloads. I don't know if I even said that on the podcast and not just mentioned it on our advertising stuff. But yeah, I mean, the Halloween podcast is close to 1 million downloads. And yeah, I just could not find the right person to join.
So that's how I got it, folks. I got him at his weakest point. He was right heading into a countdown.
Yes.
And he was like, help.
Yes. But yeah. We're here to stay now, guys. So make sure you tell all your friends, leave us 5-star reviews, because believe me, those do help. And if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, please subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please just don't listen to to an episode here and there. Actually subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the cool Halloween stuff that we talk about. So we got some more shows to record for you guys, but this one's going to be over. So you guys have a good night.
Have a good night, folks.